What's up YouTube, this is Lucas bringing you another gameplay. This time it's going to be another video for the series of how to make a good team, how to make a better team, a great team, and how to form a new one. I think it's called So You Want to Make a Team or So You Want to Play Competitive. I can't remember what I called it, this is embarrassing. But no, I'm bringing you another gameplay today. This time it's with an MP7. I'm not very good with this gun, as you will see in the first few lives that I have here. I do switch out to the PP90 and the tempo of the game rises from the ashes. It becomes really good. I'm on a mob streak at the end. I don't quite get it because I die. But it's really high paced. One of the most high paced gameplays I've had in a while actually. Even though the KD is not amazing, but I think you should still watch it just for the content. I think it's quite good. So yeah, communication. As it's quite obvious that communication is a major asset to a team's success on a personal level and on a team level. This is useful both on the pub level or on the competitive level and for any kind of team. But the quality of your communication is it can be quite variable between teams. You can do a lot of things. Let me give you a few examples. So the most simple kind of communication is basically calling out what players are. Let's say you get a few shots on a guy and like mid-map, just call him out mid-map, your teammates go there and kill him. That's fine. You can also stun people, get him one shot, stay one shot, which means that your team can risk pushing that guy and getting a kill. A bit more subtle and a bit more kind of involved types of communication. Let's say you stun a certain area, you do a pre-stun, you call that out, or like you stun a certain building and you don't get any stuns, you can just call that out to your team to say you didn't get any stuns there, you didn't see anyone there. That means that your team can push to that certain area of the map because they know there would be no threat. Because obviously when you're playing competitive, you do have to play a bit more slowly, you do have to play a bit more careful and basically stun checks and basically checking the areas of the map and trying to locate the enemy. It's really helpful if you just basically stun areas, there's someone there, you call them out, you go there. This applies to S&D, CTF, whatever game type you play. Communication is really important. I think if a team has similar skill levels, the team with the better communication most of the time wins. Even if you like spawn on a certain area of the map, you just call it out. I spawned here, the enemy team was probably the other end of the map. Like, this is kind of obvious, but if you just take a few seconds, think about what you're doing and what's happening around you, and call that out to your team, that helps a ton, even if it doesn't seem so. I can't give you quite a good example from our team's GB games because I've done competitive breakdowns for them, so you don't really hear the communication that we had. But I might do like a live com in the future where you just basically hear like a listen-in or do one of those things, because I know that when I watch competitive players play, competitive COD players play, listens are quite important and you just learn a lot from them. Not to say that our team is a great example. I mean, there are we play well, but I mean there are other pro teams that do a bit better than us currently. But I might bring a few of those videos soon. So yeah, that's a bit about communication. Another thing, not just communication, but attitude. I think some teams, if they're being down, let's say my team is like down 2 flags on last side on CTF, and we have like a minute left. Some teams will just go, oh no, we can't do anything, we're going to lose, and they just kind of get into a strop, and they can't win, and they're being angry, and they're pissed off, and they can't, control themselves, then they can't win the game. If you let the enemy team control you in the game and get in your heads, you will not win the game. You have to stay positive, you have to stay motivated, no matter what the situation is. Obviously, if you have like 20 seconds left with 2 flags to pull, fair enough, you've lost. But like, if you have potentially enough time to win, or come back from something, do it. There have been numerous times when a person has clutched a 1v4 round, or a team has come back from 3-0 in S&D and won it 4-3. I can give you many examples, not personally from my own career, but I've seen people do it, and it happens a lot. And the trait that they all share is that they just stay positive and stay motivated. And I think that's a really important asset for a player to have. Even when my team, for example, is down, as a leader, I have to motivate my team and stay positive. I mean, if I'm not positive and my team is not motivated and they're all in a slump and they're not feeling great, we're not going to win games, even when we're in a bad situation. Obviously, when you're winning and just slaying the other team, you're gonna be all over their face and just owning them, and then they're going to be in that position where they have to control themselves and their own emotions. I guess the same goes for when you're owning a team. I mean, you can't just get too excited and make too many risky plays. Even if you are spawn trapping a team, you just still stay controlled and stuff, because they will, in the end, if you just rush in too much and play too aggressively, they will just kill you and start spawn trapping you. But I guess that's basically a simple life lesson of just controlling emotions, controlling yourself, and controlling your surroundings. I guess this applies not just for gaming, but just for life generally. And I hope that helps you guys. So yeah, as you can see, this gameplay is kind of wrapping down. What? We're coming to a close. Quite an aggressive game. As you can see, that my playstyle is kind of stupid. I just kind of rush everywhere and just hope that my gun skill beats the other players. But yeah, I hope this was an interesting gameplay for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have if you liked it or didn't like it, please give it a rating. Any questions, post in the comments, and I guess I'll see you next time, guys.